Good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday, and we know where we are. Ham Radio Clubhouse.
What's up, Ham Fam? How are you guys doing this evening?
Hello, my brothers.
And I get crickets. After that hype, after all that metal music, what is this? We get this. Hi guys, welcome. Do I need to do this again? Can we re-record it? Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ham Radio Clubhouse. My name is Shane, K5QBF, and I'm joined by my buddies here. They came to give me the bro hug because I suffered a loss tonight, as some of you have seen. But it is what it is, right? We came to talk about tuners tonight, right? That's what it was, right?
We're not going to talk about how MRD kicked your ass.
Well,
we're not going to talk about how the atheist started praying because you got a little nervous there. But we
got those fingers crossed.
Anyway.
Oh, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Yeah,
I am worn out. I went out today and did some POTA over at the Cedar Hill State Park and was testing out the Pac-10 Mini in-fed half-wave. Love that antenna, by the way. So, yeah. Daniel, how are you, my friend?
You hear me? Hello?
Yes. Now I can hear you.
What? Oh, there you go.
5'9".
What a shitty week, guys. And it's only two.
I'm seeing a trend here.
I can't talk about it. But let me tell you a funny story. I got to tell you another one of my... Oh, my goodness.
Tell us a great...
I got to tell you guys another... I got to lighten the mood for me tonight, so I got to tell you this story. The other night, late night, my wife gets home, and my son's going to bed, my 11-year-old, Dennis Menace. He says, look at all this dust on the counter. So we were tired. We didn't think anything about it. Next morning, I get up. 6 o'clock in the morning. We're getting up for work. And my wife's, she says, there's more than dust on the counter. So she moves the microwave, and it's just like, it's like really, really thick. Like
fire
dust.
Extinguisher.
So, so I'm driving. I had to go into town for a meeting. So I'm driving and I'm thinking, and I'm like, oh my goodness, he used the fire extinguisher again, right? So I call my wife. I'm like, that's that. I said, go into the pantry, on the floor, take the fire extinguisher. She goes, well, the pin's still in it. I said, no, look in the hole. She goes, oh, there's powder all over it.
That's right.
I'm like, you ask him what he did. So so I'll tell you the other thing I caught him doing, but he took a popcorn seed, a kernel, and he decided to put it in the microwave just to get one to pop. And supposedly he was smoking really badly. So the only thing he could think about doing was taking the fire extinguisher and
put
it out.
But
like 2 nights.
Makes a mess.
So that doesn't put
so, like-
powder everywhere either.
So he cleaned up the visible stuff. Like he cleaned up around the microwave, but he didn't clean underneath the microwave.
He left
and
evidence.
that's what you get.
He's
He
a
left
bad-
evidence.
He left evidence.
That's like the other. That's like the night or two before I went on the back porch, and he's like, I hear the click of a lighter. I said, "What are you doing?" He has like an empty Windex bottle. He's like, "Well, on YouTube, some guy took the hand sanitizer, and he put it in the bottle, and he lit it, and it made a rocket." I'm like,
Oh my God.
listen, I know that will go on fire because you do it, you wash your hands, and then you
Why
light your
can't
hand
he
and
just
it
make a
glows.
magnifying glass and burn ants? It's a lot safer, isn't it?
I'm like, dude, if that ever dripped on you, like you're
Right.
like, but then 2 days later he's trying to fry or pop a kernel in the microwave and uses the fire extinguisher. So that was fun.
Time for some safety lessons for the kiddo. This is
Dude,
what you
I do it every
actually use
day.
what you actually use the fire extinguisher for.
Dad
Not
life,
putting out popcorn kernels.
dad life coaching, I think, is
Right.
It's the influence of YouTube.
Send them over to the clubhouse because sometimes kids won't listen to their parents, but they'll listen to others. You bring them in here, and guess what? If I can't straighten them, if Shane can't do it, guess who we got right there? That man right there will straighten them out. I'm talking about.
But this is an age-restricted show, Don. We can't have children come in the clubhouse.
All right, well,
Have you heard Joe's disclaimer?
Yeah, that's true.
Don, how are you, my brother? I'll come back to you, Daniel.
Crazy week. I really needed this show. I needed a good cigar. I was off today. I wanted to get a POTA in because we got a lot of rain coming in. We got the remnants of Ida coming in here, forecasted to bring anywhere from 2 to 4 inches to my area tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze a POTA in, but I was literally going out the driveway with my stuff in the truck, and the phone rang, and it took a priority. But hey, I do want to give a shout out. I don't know if you guys can see that. I want to give a shout out to one of my local friends. His name is Morgan. He's in my fire department. Morgan is a ham radio operator, KB1WOR. Morgan called me up. He knew I've been busy with a lot of things, a lot of crazy things in my personal life. He says, "I got something for you." He just said, "What size cigars do you smoke?" And I told him I like the Gordo 6x60s. And Morgan likes playing with leather, and he makes belts, holsters, knife sheaths, you name it. He said, "I never made anything like this," so he told me to come up to his house. He did the engraving. That's all handmade. He even made the molds, a special mold. So this is like a gentleman's pack of carrying cigars. He even made me a nice little keychain holder or just a chop.
Oh, wow.
For the shack. So this is what we're going to do, guys. While the Ham Radio Clubhouse, we appreciate this. Hey, get the shameless plug thing ready. While we deeply appreciate all of the likes and the subscribes here, don't forget to subscribe to all of our individual channels. Not only here to the 6 of us, but to our many friends. Okay, I have made some agreements. Morgan, we will do something with leather when I get to my 1,000 subscriber base.
Cool.
If you're a cigar smoker, maybe we'll make you something like this. We will get creative with you for a big, huge thank you for helping me to say thank you. So, Smoke Signals RF is the YouTube channel. You can always find out what I'm doing through Twitter. Would you like one too? I'll have one made for you.
This really is a shameless plug. Put that banner back up. Go for it. Smoke Signals RF.
And also, don't forget to subscribe to what We Build, We Learn. There you go, brother.
It's the worst
trying to help
channel
you out,
on
man.
YouTube.
We're gonna send the thumbs down army over to your channel,
Seriously, Morgan,
I already get them.
right?
140 subscribers, and I got those guys. They look for me.
Morgan, and to my buddy Morgan, thank you. A big, sincere 7-3, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's pretty cool.
I will cherish this for a very, very long time.
And Daniel, your mic's just a little bit hot, and I'll go over to Joe Brett. What's up, buddy?
It matches its own.
Hey, buddies. I got flying stuff in the shack. what that is.
The sultry sounds of Mississippi. Oh, get ready.
Almost sound like a girl that thing keeps flying around. So anyway, we're just glad to hang out, and all the antennas are still up after Ida come through here in Mississippi. It wasn't too bad. Maybe it don't look like a whole lot of rain's coming your way. Maybe you'll miss the forecast like we did. It moved, shifted a little west quicker than they expected, so it really wasn't too much. Just some leaves off some trees.
They all move, one way or another.
That's right.
It is what it is. You can't control it. Just do what you gotta do.
Steve, welcome, man. Glad you could join us.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Sorry, Joe, didn't mean to cut you off there.
That's okay. I was just going to end with what a great playlist tonight, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, a great set of YouTubers got up there and made some pretty good content tonight. And I believe, Steve, is that your second video? Or your first on the playlist?
First on the playlist.
First on the playlist. There we go.
Third total video.
Nice.
If you count the teaser.
Good job.
Yep.
Awesome.
Any insight you'd like to share about your week, my friend, since you were the last one in?
Just typical stuff, things going sideways like always, but got yard work done this past weekend. Got to go steal Dad's truck to do more yard work this coming weekend. Got to haul a bunch of stuff up to the dump and get rid of it.
Nice. And then you have a tower you got to start working on. I'm looking forward to those videos.
Yep, that's coming.
Well, I guess we should bring our guest on tonight. He
You mean the winner?
All right.
I don't know if we should mute him or I don't know. But let's welcome to the stream Mike K8MRD. How are you, my friend?
Shane.
Somebody got some sun today.
I want to say one thing first. Take radio!
Thanks for the warning.
I know, right?
Oh man.
So, what did we learn?
We learned that band conditions in Montesano was not the best. So, and that Shane is long-winded.
We both had the same band conditions, buddy. We both had the same
Shane,
band
you gotta come up
conditions.
with a better one. Come on.
The greatest part of it was, so like I'll give you that I didn't have any park-to-parks on that, and you did, so those definitely drew it out. But at like minute 9, or after contact 9, you just kept calling CQ and kept calling CQ. Nobody was coming back.
Nobody was there.
I'm like, that was not praying, by the way. Crossing your fingers is not praying. But that was like, I was getting nervous. I'm like, oh my God, is he gonna be? And then like 3-4 minutes go by, and it was like the longest 3 minutes in the world. Just nothing happening. It was so great. So,
just like, no, it's not happening.
Pain at the end was just the icing on the cake for me. So, yeah.
It's like,
That was great.
He's not going to do it. He's like, no.
I'm just
So
curious.
for
We
those
should look
who-
into whether there was a solar flare all of a sudden or what happened there. I mean,
I would just call it operating practices.
there you go.
He's sitting there talking away, adding extra things like QSL.
So it come down to
Stop talking and
experience.
they'll come back to
That's
you.
called that's called being nice, Mike. I was just being nice.
No,
Even in competitions,
it's-
I'm being nice.
I am not a nice
So-
person, so I'll give you that.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. For those who are watching the podcast and didn't watch tonight's playlist, K8MRD put out a video of a little friendly contest between Shane and Mike himself. And Mike won by the skin of his teeth. Let's be honest here. Skin of his teeth.
for a little while.
And
It wasn't that close.
and Evan had a great suggestion, best of 3. And it made me think of, you remember when you were a kid and you're like, yeah, that was just a warm-up round. Now's
Yeah,
the real
exactly.
time. You know?
This is going to be like the Rocky movie series, and Shane's going to come in with a special robe on, with his clothes, the satin color, and the Ham Radio Clubhouse bros are going to be behind him. We're going to be like,
I'm gonna have Joe's he's gonna be my announcer.
Right, exactly. And we're gonna be giving him the warm up, and we're gonna be like, go get him, God darn it,
Yeah, so we're sitting there watching that mic, and I was thinking, man, why didn't I toss you a handheld and we'd pass it around the campsite?
Because I had my Anytone sitting right there, and I was like, I could have just simplex somebody right there and sealed the deal, and I didn't even think about it.
But
But we were supposed to use the
technically
same
the
band.
rules were the same band.
We had to
Okay.
use the
Why?
same band.
I did jokingly offer to allow you to get on a handheld and make 5-2 contact.
Because there just wasn't any coming.
No, there wasn't. So that's karma,
We
dude.
wore that park out.
I was gonna say, I do remember somebody finishing out an activation on 5-2.
Well, I wasn't going to mention it, but
Yeah, I did.
I'm not
I
saying
did. I'm
who.
not ashamed to admit. I've done that plenty of times.
So am I.
40 meters on what was that Sunday?
Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday. 40 meters. I get to the cabin, and I make like 6 contacts, and 40 just dies. So Mike N8YO hopped on, and he hopped on 30 meter CW and made a contact to Italy with my call sign, and then I had to get the rest on the HTs with everybody standing around there. I don't care. I don't have any shame. Doesn't matter.
yeah.
It's the contact. Is the
26
contact.
of 26 of my contacts was only 4 of them was HF that weekend.
I remember that. But when you're sitting up on a mountain, it's pretty easy to get that HT contact. Now I see why Adam and Red, why they always take a 2 meter up there, because they could just point that arrow at somebody and they're going to hit 10 people.
Yeah, I was getting into Tennessee across the state line.
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
stop saying please copy, by the way?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Please
That's
copy.
Kyle's thing, right?
Phil,
I mean,
please
Yeah.
copy. QSL?
just want to be respectful to Kyle. He likes that.
Yeah, he likes that, all right. Yeah.
Do you like that, Kyle? QSL?
So when did you guys actually do the contests? Was it like the Friday of Hamfest or?
Was this
Yeah, that was
Thursday?
Friday.
No, it's Friday. It was
Friday.
Friday after I got there.
Guys, tell us about the radio, the battery power supply, antenna. Give us the technical perspective of it.
So it was, we used my Yaesu FT891. I think I had
How
it
many
set
watts?
I usually have it set at 90 watts, so I would guess 90.
Okay.
And then I was running power from Big Geek, which has 2 16 amp hour Miatis inside of it, running in parallel. So it's a 30 amp hour battery basically, and then about 120 feet of RG8X going into the Chameleon LEFS antenna.
That's the one where the feed point's like 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
And
tell
then it's set
nobody,
up
but I
as a
almost
sloper.
ran over that thing. I pulled off the side of the drive and I was like, oh, there's a wire there.
Oh, you're the reason my so the 2 lengths of yellow paracord that I had tying off the other end of the wire end of it were just gone on like Sunday when we came back to camp.
You can't see
So-
me no more.
Probably a ranger or someone came by because I had them wrapped around a tree, which probably not supposed to do, but and they
You know,
were
I
yellow.
didn't touch them, but I did almost not see them. The black one coming down from the tree. Yeah. I almost-
Oh
Why
yeah,
you got-
yeah.
Well, that's why we got to use pine cones. Pine cones. Check out an MRD video on that pine
That's
cone.
harder when it's a vertical black piece of paracord, though.
Yeah.
That's what was holding up the transformer side of the antenna. So, Richard KO4OBR wants to know when I'm going to do a video about that box. You and everybody else wants to know. I've shown the boxes. I just didn't do a battery build of the boxes. So maybe one day I'll take it all apart and do that. But it's on the list of things to do. But I got so much stuff to do. But yeah, it is a cool box. I like it a lot.
Where can we
You
get
have
one
2
of
of
those
them,
cups?
too.
Well, I got Big Geek and Little Geek, yeah. And honestly, just connect all the reds to the reds and connect the blacks to the blacks. It's DC. It's simple. And
If it
it's
sparks,
quick to use.
it's cooking up the wrong direction.
Well, so you keep the fuse out of it while you're wiring it, so you don't let any magic smoke out. That's the K8MRD pro tip of the day.
That'll do
No,
it.
That will do it.
Yeah, I mean, so we're still.
okay? You
are
okay
we
there,
still
Don?
thinking about something for the Support Your Parks weekend down here in October? We
Yeah, I was.
should make that a thing.
Yeah, I was talking to Jason, and we've got that. But there's a park that's north of Huntsville State Park that's got a pavilion like we had up here at Dallas, or up at the Lake Ray Roberts. So it's a covered pavilion and stuff like that. And he and I were going to go activate that park just so we could take a look at it.
Okay.
And for those that want to drive down, there's cabins you can rent there, or you can.
Is
you can
that
stay in
the?
town.
That's like an hour north of me, I think, isn't it? I can't
It's
remember the name.
Fort. Let me go look at it. It's Fort something
Fort
or other.
Booger or something like that, isn't it?
It's something weird like that. Yeah.
Why you guys try to
Boggy State
remember?
Park.
It's like 30 miles north of Bucky's, so
Yeah. Yeah.
something like that.
Everything's measured distance to Bucky's.
Well, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
exactly.
That's how you
That's the
all
Texas
do it.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Texas way.
Hold on, guys. We gotta say hello to our friend, Beer Snack. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Whoa! What's up,
Snack?
buddy?
He's
Yeah,
even
look
eating
at
some
him.
beer snacks.
Right. Look at that.
Hi. How's
He's
everybody
in his
doing?
new,
He's got
his
his-
new QTH
You
and
running low,
everything.
Mike? You running
Dude,
low?
this is still the first one.
You haven't opened the other ones yet?
Wait a minute. That's not the one I sent you, right?
Yeah. Well, I got 3 of them.
Well,
This
then I
is
need
still
to
the
send you
first
more.
one. No, I've got 2 left still. That I haven't opened.
Well, then what do you want? What do you want?
Slowly. I don't want anything.
Vienna sausages will come.
Hey, Dan, I like your hat. Your thinking cap.
Thank you.
I like that. It's original.
Well, here we are in new location.
No green screen yet.
No.
That's
He's not
all
not silhouetted.
Have you figured out your antenna situation for that new place yet, or you still
Yeah,
working
so
on
I've
it?
got a dipole, hamstick dipole in the other room, and that's
Okay.
hooked up to my radio over there. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm running 20 meters.
Very good.
And
There
I
you
can
go.
hear
Nice.
some things.
There you go.
You need to get you one of those Pac-10 mini in-fed half waves and just throw it off the front there.
Yeah, no, can't. Parking lot that way, power lines that way.
But still, we shall overcome.
You're a ham, dude. You can
keep
figure
us
it out.
Exactly.
Right?
I got ideas.
Yeah, there you go. Ham harder.
There's a
that work
go-to
for you,
and a
man?
what's that? The Pac-10 mini?
antenna.
Oh, awesome! I got I had a little late start because someone decided to back into my truck this last night, so I didn't get out there at 8, 9 o'clock like I wanted to. I think I threw the first call out at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was hot today. But I got 30 in the log, and I was looking at the map because I had the antenna set up as a sloper, and it was facing north south, so it would radiate to either coasts. And if you look at the map, when I have a video coming next week, but if you look at how the contacts go, they're in like this perfect symmetrical cone.
Wow.
From where that antenna was at. It was really cool. And the minute I plugged that thing in and turned the radio on, I guess the frequency was 14305, and there was somebody there activating a park, and it was just I had everything turned down, and they was just booming in.
You know,
That
Shane,
antenna
you
is
brought up a
awesome.
good- I just thought of it. First off, thanks to Jared for his continued upgrades with the Hammer software. I know Brother Steve was showing me the whole mapping thing, and I'm wondering now again for you guys who want to fool around with it with an antenna out there in the field, you can then go back and look at your antenna and say, wait a minute, I had it oriented this way, and this is where my now again you got to take into a lot of factors: the band, the time of day. We all know that, but it's still a good a good piece of material to look at. Say, hey, maybe I should try it a different way.
You can definitely see where the null zone's at on the end because there's no connections there on the front of it, or the contacts on the front of it.
So again, thank you for thank you for all the upgrades with that Hammers RS, guys. We really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay, hammers.
that. I thought I saw Jared in the chat earlier, so definitely want to say thanks, Jared. That's awesome. We really enjoy it. I did make one of the K8MRD mods. I did add an additional length of wire so that I could get on 40. And I don't know what was wrong with 40 today, but there was nobody on it. I heard one big QSO on the West Coast, but other than that, and it tuned up. I've got to get with Don. I think we're gonna We need to do a video of trimming up that wire with an antenna analyzer, because I just use what the 7300's got on it, and it's close, but it's not. It needs to be trimmed up a little bit.
I thought I heard two. I thought I heard 2 stations today on 20. I thought I did, but I wasn't sure who they.
20.
I heard 2 big guns on 20 today, and I got them both. So
Did you? Oh,
Nice.
you worked them. Oh man, I tried and then I gave up.
In the
And
park, 20
I
was
heard-
full.
heard Mike get all excited because he thought he got Hawaii. It
Yeah.
ended up being Bo.
It was
We'll start
So I
calling him
would- I've been
Hawaiian
out-
Light.
I've been out the last 3 days, and 40 has. I didn't even go on 40 today, but yesterday and Sunday, 40 was just dead. I was calling CQ for like 10 minutes on 40 after either yesterday or today, and nothing. It was terrible.
I will tell you guys have been lighting up my ham alert. I will tell you so. Again, that's another. Hey guys, another great tool in the toolbox for ham radio operators for whatever you want to chase, or for a friend, DX, POTA, whatever. Again, that's another great tool in the toolbox, and have fun with it. Especially when you're at work and you're seeing your friends playing radio, you can't do anything about it. But
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, we had. I tried that as a sloper. I tried it as a inverted V. Just moving the endpoint around a couple different places just to see how it worked the best. It seemed to receive the cleanest as a sloper. I even tried, Mike. I tried to lift it up like that other antenna that you've got. I tried putting the feed point up in the air to see if that would do anything, and that just made the SWR go through the roof. So I don't think that antenna likes to be off the ground that far. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually run the feed point right at the ground with that one.
Yeah. I think that would be the easiest, and it's easy to put it like you do, like put the little rope through that little horn piece on there, and it goes up super fast, and the wire on it is really light stuff, and you just wrap it back up on the horn and throw it in the box, and you're good to go. It took me more time to set up the mast than it did to put the antenna up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I've got
You just
I have
need
a
to
new
build an
antenna
antenna.
coming. I know, right? I've got one of those. I just need a microscope to put it together.
You want my
And I
glasses?
don't
How many
have
times I'm gonna burn myself?
You don't need a
in the-
microscope.
What's that
Guys,
big?
just wanna say
You're really, really close.
What's that big round glass
Hayden walked
thing?
in the building. I just
Magnifying
want to
glass?
say,
Oh,
Woo!
Some
Welcome,
DX
Hayden.
came in.
Here.
Yep. Some DX came in.
Well, Daniel, if Daniel, if you could take it for just a moment, I need to refill my beverage.
my internet's crapping out. Don't give it to me. I just want to say, Hayden, what's up? I hope you guys can hear me. But I have my shirt. I showed it the last time, but is it centered? I got it. Is this a
your
warranty
head's
issue,
off.
guys?
your head's
Yeah.
off. It's okay.
Maybe
I
it's your
gotta do
head.
it.
Your head's off.
Hey, maybe it's your head.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Oh, I can't even center myself. I was like, hey, what's up? Anyways,
Male model.
uh,
Male model Molson.
yeah. What's that thing that's going around? Is like smile without your eyes, lift your eyebrows, and then like stop your smile. That's your modeling face. We should all try that. Okay, on the count of
No.
3.
Well,
No,
Not gonna happen.
What?
No.
just not gonna do it.
no, I'm smoking a cigar.
Too much. Get off the ticky tocks. All right, get off the ticky tocks.
They're so addictive, aren't they? You got TikToks and YouTube Shorts are so addictive. It's just like next.
I don't
next,
I don't
There's
understand
such-
the hand stuff. Boom, boom. I've given up. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe the OG over here is just too old. I do like the ham. I do like all the ham radio stuff and some other automotive stuff. Some music and guitar riffs and some drum stuff. I really like TikTok for that. But there's some stuff I just do not understand. So maybe I'm getting old and boom, boom, boom.
That's exactly what it is. You don't understand the kids. You're
I
getting
don't
old.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll just continue to play POTA then. That's all.
But all I hear
There
Don
you
say
go.
is kids these days.
Kids these days.
Are we getting on 80 meters? Is that what I'm hearing?
Back in my
You know what I hear on 80 meters? You know what I hear on it? I hear even with the DNF one. Okay, that's all I hear. I
back
hear
in
that on
my
22.
day.
That's a street light outside.
Back in my
Yeah, it
day,
doesn't
it
help
was
either.
tic-tac-toe. It was tic-tac-toe. That's all it was. None of this tic-tac or whatever. It was all tic-tac-toe. And
Spoken like a real OM there, Don.
then you all had to come up with that thing called Connects 4 or Connect 6 or whatever that game was. And
Oh, it's all about that old. Remember the surgery game where it had the guy and the cutouts and the
Operation?
metal around it, and you had to go with the tweezers. Yes, it was all about that game.
we've been playing. Speaking of games, my daughter's boyfriend's been coming over for dinner a lot, and after dinner we've been playing some. We've been playing the game Uno, the card game Uno,
Yeah.
and every once in a while the OGs just got to let the young kids know when to drop the wild card and when to do. It's I've been having fun with them, and they've great kids. We're very very blessed to have good kids, and but card games sometimes you can really beat them and show them that you're still you still got the muscle.
Is that just like I beat Shane at POTA?
Yes, you got the muscle.
Perfect timing. He came back.
Oh yeah. I wonder what kind of smack was being talked about me while I was gone.
None until now, honestly. That was perfect.
There you go.
That was
Jason.
that was a lot of fun. I look forward to doing more stuff like that. We had a lot of fun up there with Jason with all the introducing all those people to Parks on the Air, and it's probably the funnest thing I've done in ham radio thus far. So if someone's on the fence about it, just go do it. Oh yeah.
Of course, my 891's never seen so much action. I think we had 7 or 8 different people on that radio Sunday night.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
We had
You gotta
that. We had it
spend more
going.
money on a speaker for that, though. You got to put something on top so you can hear it better.
Yeah,
That was a sweet
I
box.
gotta work on that. So
They make this thing. It's made out of PVC, and it goes like this. Usually,
With an
you use it
elbow?
in-
the problem is, I put
Okay.
a solid plate over the speaker, and I can't hear
Yeah.
for crap anyway.
That's gonna hinder your sound. Can you drill holes in it at all?
Yeah,
was
that's
gonna
what
say,
I'm
you're
thinking about
slotted.
doing.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
yeah,
put
we'll take it off.
one of those little bitty speakers, those little like ones that have the little bracket. Mount it to the left of it. Give a
Definitely not
picture
on
of
the
your
right,
box
though.
so that we could show people that are in here watching. You can show pictures of it. Sorry to put you on the spot there, buddy.
Yeah, I gotta think where I posted that last.
I think next
Yes, I
time I'll
think
make
we
sure
got
and
him
bring my
talked into-
7300.
Steve should be making a video on that sometime.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to start doing what Don does and put those sticky notes up there. So that you don't forget what topics you're gonna have for all your radio stuff.
Hang on.
Until the
I got my-
sticky nuts fall down.
I got my stack of sticky notes. Courtesy of the Lord.
Oh my
We're doing
God.
so much testing.
I think my house is sticky note free.
Uh,
I'm proud. There's these things
I can fix that for you, Mike.
called cell phones,
I know.
and they
No
have,
doubt.
they have these notes apps that you can.
I love
You
my
didn't catch our
iPhone.
live stream.
I love my iPhone. And I will continue to always have iPhones and iPads. But guess what? I should have bought stock that 3M sticky note stuff a long time ago. And
Yeah.
maybe I could have owned YouTube by now.
Then it'll be Don's tube.
Don tube. Soak Singles RF tube. Anyway.
Should we look
No,
at
I
the
don't.
comments on my video and see what people are saying?
I don't know if I
gotta
want to go
email
back and
some
look.
comments on it. That's funny. No, I won't. Unless there's a really big dig.
Oh no, it'll be fun. Regardless.
I was just looking over here in the Toads Discord. Evidently, y'all are really going to have to compete against Astrolia.
Oh, really?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
That would be a good one.
Can she record everybody's CQs though? That's the only way to keep it fair.
No.
Your snack says no.
All right, I gotta read. There's only like a few comments on the video, but I gotta read this one. IK04 says, "You don't tug on Superman's cape."
Right. There you go. I like that.
Shane came running up there, tugging on. I challenge
Nice.
See, I'm
Came
wearing
back
my
fighting.
glasses right now, so you guys don't realize who I am. But watch this.
Where'd
Oh,
he
it's
go?
Mike. Oh, hey,
you.
wait.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Wow. I didn't know Mike was here.
Oh. I go from
Superman done something like that.
Mike K murder to Mike to K murder.
From Mike to K Murder.
Now, if I really want to be boastful, which I'm not typically, but since tonight is just all about you losing,
Neo, only $5 each. I could get her to record a few. One for each park I hit on a normal basis.
There you go.
All right, guys. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Hello.
Loud and clear.
Hello, Earth 2, Ham Radio Clubhouse. I don't know what's going on with my computer tonight, but I'm just going to make the announcement right now. We talked about this. We want to have our viewers come in tonight like we did, quite a ways back, and we missed it. So we're going to put the link in the chat for our viewers. We're going to do a round robin, right, guys? Just have your viewers come in, chat for a little bit. Then we'll kick you right out, and we'll bring in the next guest. So
Before we do that, I do want to mention, because Beer Snack wasn't here to do that, and we only do it once a show. This channel's not monetized, but if you'd like to help us out, we have this thing called Buy Me a Beer, and I will post that link. And if you would like to help us out, there you go. And we're coming up. We've got a bunch of these stickers that was made for us so kindly, and so we're looking at a way to maybe give some of those away. There's more details to come on that. Oh, there you go. And if anybody is logged in as the Amarillo Clubhouse that could pin that and put that at the top of the chat, would be fantaminal.
And don't forget, if you're buying us a beer, it's like buying me a cigar. So either way, thank you.
Yeah.
Jason says it good. Coffee equals beer.
And then,
Yes, you
we
can
also have
buy us a
those.
beer on Buy Me a Coffee. And a huge shout out to everyone who's contributed to that. That means a lot
Yeah,
to us.
thank
We
you
really
very,
appreciate
very
it.
much. Deeply appreciate you all. Thank you.
Well, I just
All right,
want
I'm
to
gonna
share
post-
that when I first jumped in, all of a sudden, like the first thing I got was you saw the little message pop up over me. That was Greg, Shaq and Greg, man, awesome. You are the man. Everyone.
Again, man, the best. We had a lot of
Again and
fun with,
again and again.
with Greg and Norman while we were there.
isn't he the one that kept N8YO up drinking all night at?
Alibi.
So-
alibi.
Mike
So we
said he
have a
stopped
maximum
drinking at
of
like
10.
6 in the morning.
So if we get too many people in here and you keep trying, you'll just have to wait until someone jumps out before it'll let you jump back in.
I can hop
But
out
the
of
link
it.
is in the the ready to go.
Who knows?
And,
Maybe Mike, don't worry about it. Maybe Toby wants to come in here. We don't know. You never know.
Oh,
around here.
anytime the
Look at that.
Jason.
Jason, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jason.
Now I'm going to give everyone the heads up. If you would, please remove your headphones
Headphones.
because
Hang on, let me put my cigar off to the side here for a minute. Hang on.
yeah, we don't want you to knock it off of the
The table.
off
there.
the table there. But please welcome to the stream, Tank Radio.
I'm
Start the clock. Start the clock.
K5HJ, what's going on, you awesome Clubhouse beautiful people? And I got an echo. Caller, turn your radio down. There we go. But y'all didn't hear it because it's in my ears, not your ears, but my ears. But I'm Tank Radio.
And he faded out.
I thought we
Hi,
talked
Frank.
about that.
I know, right?
Hey,
Oh,
POTA.
Frank's here. Oh, Frank. I didn't hear him come in.
Yeah, I didn't even hear Frank come in the door.
Sorry, Tank.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is going on, y'all? Man, that
So-
the FT8 or not FT8 off, y'all's POTA off. I was watching it and I was kind of the unofficial timekeeper or keeping times on watching it. It really came down to that last minute. That was super exciting because it was Shane. You had it one contact, all you needed, and you had like a minute and a half to get it, and you could not get it.
I could not force it. I was like, I could win this. I really could win this.
And
nope, not gonna happen.
I give you
gotta
props
believe in
because if you picked up
Right.
an HT and called CQ, I would have been right there with the radio for that last contact.
Wouldn't have counted.
It wouldn't have counted for the competition, unfortunately,
Same
because
band,
Mike
they-
said that we had to use the same band.
You're, no, what? Yeah, I remember that.
On
now.
me, we agreed on the same rules.
Oh, yes.
Any
There
idiot
you
can
go.
pick up an HT.
Oh, wait.
There you are. you
Well, especially
you gotta
in that
ham harder,
part.
son.
Yeah. Make it 10.
There were guys that weekend activating the part completely on the HT. And
Joe Brett
that was
did.
so cool. So cool.
Yep.
Yep.
26 contacts on an HT.
Hey Frank,
Yes.
we have to say goodbye to you because Jason said everything just went downhill. So Frank, I wanna thank you.
Well, you know what? He's always
Thank you.
wrong. He got syntax errors
Frank.
in the chat.
Frank, thank you so much for coming on. You have
No
a great
problem.
week.
I gave you
Ne-
that pickup you needed.
Maybe we'll
so-
see you next Tuesday. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Put a 1 in the chat if you remember what syntax error is.
Syntax error. God, I haven't heard that since high school. That was 1981.
Right? Of course, Steve, the IT guy here.
Yeah, well,
Oh, wait, where'd he go? Where did Frank
Did
go?
we lose him? Did we lose Frank?
I was
You told him bye, Don.
Frank,
You
get
told
back
him to
in
get the
here.
hell out of here.
Frank, get
Welcome to Tank Radio. I'm Frank KG5HJ.
where's that mute button?
You know something? Jason is correct. I'm not even going to type it. Jason is correct. That's all I'm going to say. No.
Don't inflate his ego even more.
Hey, Frank, you want to know how much I love you, Frank? I bought a Frank the Tank T-shirt.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
And if any,
Nice.
You're
hey,
the one.
Frank, if any, yes, one. Frank, if somebody wants a Frank the Tank T-shirt, where can they go?
They can go to shop.hamradio2.com. Or if I can tread a water, there it is. It's in the chat.
How do you
Boom.
spell that?
There you go.
How to spell that? That is Sierra Hotel Oscar Papa dot. I don't know what the connection for the dot.
Thank God he
So it's
didn't
not
say sugar. Thank God he
Um,
didn't.
Oh, I know, right?
Hotel Alpha
Get
Romeo Mike Romeo Alpha Delta
Please
India
copy.
Oscar 2 dot Charlie Oscar Mike.
QSL.
You got to start over. You
Right,
forgot, please
QSL.
copy.
Please
Forgot,
copy.
please copy. Please copy.
Please copy.
Yeah, Kirk Gowdy's going to slap you upside the head if you say that. Just remember that.
Now, Frank, did you activate the park?
Yes,
While we were there?
I did. I activated
Good.
the park Sunday night. I
Excellent.
tried
yeah,
a couple
over at
times.
Steve's place.
Yep.
I did, and I was like, the first thing you got the radio up and going. I'm like, I'm activated. I'm the first operator. Move, because I need to activate this park. I'm not going home without a park activation. But I was calling CQ. I have an hour of video of me. CQ POTA. This is KG5AHA. CQ POTA. Nothing. CQ POTA. This is
There's
Kills
crickets.
5 Alpha Hotel Juliet to CQ POTA.
Operators on the other end going, what?
Yep, there it is.
There's proof. There's proof.
Look at that, Master.
Oh, but that's when we switched to 40, and I just had
Ah.
an instant pileup. 32 contacts. 32 contacts.
Yeah.
Man,
my
done
God.
turn his head around backwards.
I know,
Did
he
you-
was
did
serious.
Did you submit your logs, Frank?
Yeah.
Well, I was about to get to that part. Who
Oh,
came by the table, set down a glass of whiskey, and said, "Where are your logs? We're doing this now."
That's what it takes. A glass of whiskey.
Yes. So Steve
Yeah.
went through and said, "Okay, let's look at these logs. Send me these logs. Send me the logs that you did not activate." Because I was like, I
Gotcha.
want to send you those logs too. And I sent him. Then he's like, "Okay, and this is why the format is wrong. So let me show you the format is wrong, and let's resubmit these logs." I don't have this special mic power. I just send them logs and people correct it for me.
Well, you know, the app
Wow.
does it for you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what are you doing?
I mean,
you have to still type it right though in the right.
Yeah, the
format.
format of the name.
Right.
It was the name of the
You
file.
kind of got to spell it right too, but I'm not one to talk on that.
Okay,
Wow.
Jason.
We did see my questions for trivia and how I butchered the English language there. So, you know.
and I see Dixie. I see you down there. Just wave at us whenever you're ready to sit down and have a conversation.
She said something about making brownies.
I'm gonna talk about brownies though.
Ooh, I want some brownies.
Kinda,
What are you making?
What?
Dixie, what are you making? What are you making? What are you making?
I am making brownies.
Nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
just stop with the Hershey's cocoa and
All right,
just be
all
done
right.
with it. Pour
Dixie,
that.
what
in.
size pan?
That's
Dixie?
the only.
Pour that in the peanut butter whiskey and call it good.
Dixie, what
I
size
mean-
pan do you use? Do you use a 13 by 9?
No, let me show you what I use.
Just making a double batch, son.
While we're waiting
Yeah.
waiting on that, Ham Radio Adventure Guy, what's up, buddy?
Ooh, look at that. Is that a family pan?
No, it's an 8x8
Joseph, thank you.
Crusade stone.
Oh wow, Joseph Collins,
Collins.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Brother Joseph.
It's a Le Creuset pan, is what it is.
A what?
I can't even say that.
That's what I thought it was.
A Lou Crusade? What?
Yeah.
Can we spell that?
Creuset.
Can we spell that phonetically, please?
Creuset.
That's what I thought.
So is that what we call a
Please
casserole
copy
dish?
Love
No,
Cruz.
no. This is a French. This is
USL.
a French stoneware. It's French company.
Oh, Better Homes and
It's
Garden
a
kind of
French?
dishes.
It's 8x8 though.
So it surrenders fast.
And it's very expensive shit. That's how
I saw that. Wait, I saw that on the, inside the Finger Hut. I saw that inside the Finger Hut catalog. And,
Oh my God, I haven't seen one of
Right,
those
right,
in
yeah.
ages.
All right, so I got 3/4
Tupperware.
of butter.
I know that one.
All right, so I got
We
3/4
cooking with
of a
Dixie
cup
now?
of
Right?
butter. And
Hoping that everybody in the chat. I hope you're hope you're writing this down.
folks, if you're just coming on board, come on board. We appreciate we now turn this into the cooking show.
That was
And
a-
Right?
That was a big
It's not.
gravy cup there.
it's not a
Right.
big. What are y'all talking about?
Nothing.
Wait,
Put a straw in that. Just start drinking out of that.
I'm getting all my dry
Only if it's bacon
ingredients.
grease.
I'm getting all my dry ingredients together because
You
I
should
got to
really
put
have
all
an
that.
overhead cam.
well, we all know
Right.
there's different types of brownies.
Look here.
Do you make the cake like you? Do you make serious question? Do you make the cake like brownies?
No. I do make
What the
chocolate
heck is
cake
a
though.
cake like
I make
brownie?
I make a really good chocolate cake though.
Cake
It's
like
a famous
cake is.
recipe.
Oh, who's that one? Hang on, everyone, stop for a minute.
Lee, thank you so much for the 5 beers, man. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Let's see here.
The cake-like brownie term is usually talks about the density of the brownie as well
Yeah,
as.
I don't like that cake-like stuff. I
If
don't
it
get
was
a brownie. I want a
like
brownie.
Brownie's supposed
Why
to
the
be
hell are
thin.
we
gotta be
talking about
fudgy.
brownies on a radio show, the ham radio show?
Because I am cooking.
Well, here we go.
I am cooking.
Press one in the chat, guys, if you want to hear more.
You always got
Jason
some-
has
you
the
always
perfect
got something to do
question
with
for you.
food
Let me
and
read it to you, Dixie. Can you make the brownies blue?
No. No.
Then how do we know they're your brownies?
Excellent.
Right?
How much blue Caraca goes in there?
Now here's the thing. I can make cream cheese icing, tone it blue, and then cover the brownies in it.
There you go.
There you go.
That's correct.
Oh,
Cream
right.
cheese is
Done and done.
absolutely. Cream cheese.
As long as just draw the outline of your sticker on the brownie in blue, and we'll know it's you.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
you mean pink? Don't you mean pink?
a little bit.
Pink is
No,
my favorite
blue.
color.
We got it.
Blue
We
is
have to
not
put it
my
in
favorite
blue.
color. No, blue's not my favorite color though.
So Ham Radio Adventure Guy, I know you've been sitting over there
Poor
hanging
Jim.
out.
That's okay.
Jim.
Jim probably
Tonight,
probably made one contact already on POTA.
Well, I had to come on because I had to congratulate Mike on becoming the #1 contender for my title.
Now that's a fight.
That's
I
fight
think I
right
hear
What, what pray tell title would that be?
The POTA champion title.
All right. I didn't want to do
The
this,
POTA
but
Daddy.
I'm
The
fixing
POTA Daddy.
to do this. Hang on.
The POTA Daddy.
I have not come up with a thing. I want to read something to you. I have not come up with a single one of these, other than my own call sign. I chose that. My name is Mike. K8MRD. K-Murder. POTA Daddy. POTA 1 Kenobi, Papa POTA, POTA King, Prince of Park Activations, Keeper of the Hammers, King of the Andals and the First Men, Lord of the Antennas, Protector of the POTA, Call of the Great Texas Parks, K-Murder Michigangster, Destroyer of DMR, and First of his name.
I just love the fact that you have all those noted down. That's great.
Yeah.
would-
Same.
And emphasis
I would
with
like
the
to,
coterie. Where's
I
your
would like to
coterie, Mike?
congratulate Daenerys Stormborn on all of her titles. But just so you know, I am Jon Snow that is going to stick the knife in your POTA championship
Oh,
and kill you at the end.
this show just
Have
got
you ever
graphic,
seen-
folks.
Have you ever seen Pulp Fiction?
The heck with the brownies. You guys keep going.
Don.
Thank you,
Don
brother.
Army, thank you.
And yeah, Don. Thank you so much.
Nice guy.
Thank you, Don.
That is really cute of you, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's okay. Like I said,
Today-
Jim,
today,
while Jim was working, while Jim was,
Okay.
was waiting to get on, he made a whole bunch of late shift contacts probably because he has a great signal into Connecticut for the last what Jim, a few weeks or so.
Dawn does not need to POTA harder for me because it's so clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
So question. How many of y'all can actually crack an egg with one hand?
Oh yeah, everybody can do that.
I can't.
Really?
I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, you
You'd be
just smash it
surprised.
on the counter.
No, I
You'd
make
be
a mess.
surprised. You'd be surprised how many people can't do that.
I can
Oh,
crack
and
an egg
also-
with no hands. Just drop it.
Namer of the planetarium.
There you go.
That was
All right.
that was
now,
awesome.
right now.
Dixie, how do you do it?
tonight,
Show us
the
how you do it
eggs,
then.
The
Well, then
sugar.
show
I
us,
can't do it.
Dixie.
You missed it. You got to go back and see. I did it on screen a while ago. I've already added my 3 eggs to the butter, to the
One more won't hurt.
vanilla. No, you can't.
can-
do it.
It'll make the brownie more consistent.
For those
No, it will
listening,
not.
for those listening on the podcast,
You can chew
right
on it
now,
longer.
Evan, I
Yeah.
still have a headache from the peanut butter whiskey.
Oh man.
So
Hey, Dwayne,
I
good
don't know. So Mike, you recently had it was like a 3 or 4 minute activation?
Well,
Or was
so
it
I
6?
didn't time it today. So at Montesano, previously I've been counting the time that it takes me to activate a park from the time of my first QSO to the time of the 10th one. I wasn't counting the time calling CQ. Well, now I've changed that since Montesano, and my fastest official activation was 6 minutes and 14 seconds from the first CQ to the finish of the 10th QSO. Now today, I feel I beat that, but I wasn't recording. I didn't have my stopwatch going. I wasn't. I was on the beach of
You're on a
Galveston
beach.
Island with
Yeah.
my feet in the sand. Me and Jason Hamrito 2.0 did a POTA today. I drove down to Galveston this morning, and that was awesome. We each got a crap ton of contacts, and but from the first QSO to the 10th was 4 minutes. And I only called CQ a couple times, so I mean I would say definitely under 5 minutes to get activated.
Nice.
That
job.
was the saltwater helping there.
Oh, for sure. Where I had the antenna.
You know,
Oh, look at that,
Oh,
Mike!
Mike, thank
you so
And
much,
here.
Mike.
you,
We've
Mike.
got some. We have some information later on that we'll talk to you off stream about. We have some new acquisitions.
Hey, shh.
I'm not.
Which
I'm
Mike
not
are you
going
talking to?
any further than that. N8YO.
Okay.
Mike that just donated to our chat.
Yeah, it's like saying Mike or Steve or Jason at the Hemfest. I mean, you got to be specific.
Those are the only 3 names there. That was
Right.
Mike, Steve, or Jason. So,
There was 2 pictures taken from all of the with all of the Jasons and all of the Mikes and all of the. I think there was all of the Steves that were there.
Nice.
And you know what? There's only one Frank.
There was only one
I'm
Shane.
special.
That is true. That is true.
So
Yes, that is all. That is true. There's only one Shane.
Thank,
That's right.
I have
thank
to
God.
agree.
Thank God.
thank
And
God,
thank God there's only one Shane. If there was more than one Shane, I don't know what we do.
we'd be in trouble.
My
I don't know
ears,
if we can
my
handle more
ears
than one
could not
Frank.
handle more than one Frank.
no.
But Jim, I want to say thanks for having Mike and I on your stream and your live stream talking about the competition. So hopefully, share Mike's video to your viewers so that they can see what how the the competition ended.
Definitely
And
do
if
that.
you,
would
I will
definitely
put
do that.
I will put a link to your. I don't have. Can you put your link in the chat? Let me see here.
Probably not.
I have an experiment I want to run, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
I cracked the code.
Oh,
We
boy.
started out this show. We had 1 thumbs down at the beginning. It went to 0 thumbs down. Now it's at 2 thumbs down. So if the thumbs down grumpy person is here, or one of the two,
Please jump on.
if you thumbs down because of Tank Radio, or Dixie, or Ham Radio Adventure Guy, put that thumbs down into a thumbs up, and we'll know.
Very good, Molson. Molson is very good.
Oh,
Nice.
it hurts.
Oh, I got 2 more thumbs down, so it was because of them.
Oh, Mike, thank
Look
you.
at that, Mike. Mike, thank you so much for the 5 beers.
Mike is a great. For those of you who don't know, if you play POTA, and if you go to the POTA website, I'm sorry, the POTA face group site, you'll see Mike and his son. They are a great group and nice people. So get on there and try working out. Good people. His son is an incredible kid.
If anyone can
come
highlight
here
that
after
comic
I'll
from
do.
N8YO, I wish I that would have been perfect.
That would have been sweet.
That would
There's
have
so
been,
many shirts for 2022 that's got to happen.
yeah. And if you would have been at our
Now
booth
to
while you were
grease
doing
the
at our
pan.
time during the booth, would have been great.
Evan, thank you.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you so much. Look at this, guys. Y'all are amazing.
Hard-earned runner-up, a beer for K5QBF.
I'll
Hey,
take it. Does that mean
got
it's a PBR?
I got a question for Jim while he's here. Hey, Jim, real quickly, why don't you tell everybody where you live? What are you doing for POTA? What kind of antenna? Where can they kind of maybe is it 40 meters at night? Why don't you tell
James.
everybody?
40 meters is always because I am the 40 meter slayer.
Okay.
I don't
There's a lot
even,
of titles here.
I don't even need to jump onto the 20 meter band to do POTA. I mean, that's too easy. That is too easy. Everybody goes to 20 meters. But I live in West Virginia. Most of the time, I'm using the 991A. I do use the G90 every now and then if I'm actually doing a hike for a soda or something. But and I use an Eagle 1 antenna. Or if I'm going portable, I use a Wolf River Coles.
Very cool.
Gotcha.
Nothing fancy. I just add all my DV myself.
Yeah.
What?
Love it.
Nice.
There it is.
40 meters is easier to POTA than 20.
I have more
And-
contacts on 40 than 20.
I haven't
Technically,
looked. I need to.
in that one of the guys on POTA told me one time that I was a 40 meter slayer because I'm always on 40. But really, in West Virginia, 40 is what goes out. 20 meters don't work great here. When I was in Florida in April, I used 20 meters most of the time. So,
How many contacts do you have on 40 meters?
POTA
Where's that?
contacts
Yeah, POTA.
close to 5,000 since March.
Let me know when you get to about 7,000 or 8,000, and then we'll talk. Okay.
Okay. Notice I said since March, not since 1972.
Oh
my goodness.
Hey, listen. Thank you for coming on tonight. Great. Thank you very much. Who else wants to come in?
In other words, Don said he's going to drop and he'll let somebody else come in.
Yeah.
I haven't even made Molson rant yet.
Oh, don't worry.
no,
It don't take much.
Sorry. You're in the front row. Don't worry, brother. You're in the front row for that one.
Dwayne,
Nice.
thank you, buddy.
Wayne, man, thank you.
Just because I couldn't do it in person at Huntsville. Great group of guys.
So was he. Him and those guys are great guys too. It's reciprocal.
Everybody there.
Has he put the video out yet from Alaska?
Alaska. I'm gonna go to
Alaska.
Yeah, they were on the Alaska Road.
Yeah, Dwayne went to Alaska.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doing POTA.
Did anyone else work him on 20 meters? Because I know I did. I'm just asking.
Asking for a
We-
friend.
We couldn't. I couldn't catch him in Texas. That was a long haul from Texas. I only have one Alaska contact, and that's Paul. And Paul always gives me a 4-4 every time I talk to him.
I've gotten Alaska here, but I couldn't hear him at all this time. I got Alaska on 20 watts when I was doing a POTA activation with P90.
Nice.
Nice.
I think in that first video you did in Texas, Mike, didn't you get Alaska from Huntsville?
No,
whatever
I
park that
haven't
was.
gotten Alaska on Huntsville. I was
Dibs.
somewhere in Conroe for my first part on the air activation. I don't remember if I got Alaska then, but when I did San Jacinto Battleground, whatever the heck it is, I got Alaska then. With the
There was
at halfway.
I was hearing so much DX on 20 right before I left. It was about 4. I think it was about 4 o'clock when I was packing up. Around 4 o'clock, and Italy was in there. I can't remember. There was a Charlie 3 station in there, and they were booming in. I couldn't reach them to save my soul. I tried. I don't think I can hit them with 100 watts, but they were booming into Texas. Whatever they were using, whatever big antenna system they were using, but the DX was jumping to this afternoon.
Dixie, I got a brownie question for you. Dixie,
She's too busy licking the spoon.
That is my favorite part.
Nothing like eating raw eggs. Tell mama teach you better.
It hasn't killed me yet.
It's not raw. It's brownie batter.
Yeah.
Eggs and cocoa.
It's got raw eggs in it.
I didn't have any
That's a
walnuts
protein
or
snack.
pecans to put in it. Exactly.
My old fashioned runneth dry. I must refill.
Dixie,
Yeah, I'm fixing it.
walnuts or no walnuts?
There's no walnuts in this one.
Okay. And my next question is powdered sugar on top or no powdered sugar on top?
No powdered sugar. That's a oh my God, that's a crime.
But do you put frosting on top?
Crime?
Yeah,
You warm that thing up, you put a scoop of ice cream on it, you throw some powdered sugar on it.
Oh my!
Vanilla.
Talking my language there, Mike.
Nice French vanilla ice cream.
I don't know that we can talk like that on YouTube, Mike.
No, I'm telling you.
What
Cream
about
cheese
caramel?
icing is where it's at. Cream cheese icing with homemade brownies is where it's at.
So there
Caramel
you go.
with the vanilla icing on top, vanilla
All
ice
around
cream
the
on
country,
top.
we all do-
No,
we all do
cream
it
cheese
different
icing.
around the country. Yep, we all do it.
But I do
different.
but I do go to Logan's and I do get their brownie, and I do get the ice cream with the chocolate syrup and the caramel on it.
Is it Logan's or Texas Roadhouse?
It's
That's
amazing.
That's Logan's Roadhouse.
You know, you're talking all this ice cream and brownies and whipped cream and frosting and powdered
I didn't say
sugar.
anything about
All
whipped
Easy,
things
Tank.
Easy,
aren't
Frank.
on my
I'll take
diet.
cream cheese.
I was gonna say, and the FK over here is trying to go on a diet. So
Yeah.
Chili's also has something. I think they call it the molten lava dessert or something like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Where it's a
that
nice
thing
heated brownie.
Oh my God, that thing.
All right.
Amazing.
I must interrupt this mission right now. So we have some guests we're getting a message that people are trying to come into the clubhouse because Shane put it back into the chat section to have some people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 73. I told you guys I was going to kick you out. I told you.
Real quick, I will be the one to go. Shane, I'm sorry for your loss. I hope my mouth is bigger than yours to make to Mike see that this is going to happen. And Mr. POTA 1 Kenobi, Yoda is out. Drop me.
Yoda is out.
We should keep him around and talk smack some more. That's amazing. Take care, James. Jim, Ham Radio Adventure Guy, whatever you call yourself. Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I will go ahead and drop for more room too. So 7-3 guys.
73
Good to see you, Tank.
Let it, Frank.
Night, Tank.
Let it, Frank.
I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna go get my stream started, and that way the brownie will get done while my stream is.
Don't forget about them.
Yeah, don't burn the brownies.
Don't burn the bottoms.
Yeah, don't do that.
Look, they got 36 minutes
Nothing
left.
worse than a bottom burn.
Look, they got 36 minutes left, and all I gotta worry about is the timer going off.
All
so
right.
if you see me on my
So
live,
when that thing goes
hit the
ding,
timer
when that
going
thing
off,
when that
and
thing
I'm
goes
running.
ding, we know what you got to do.
All right,
And
Cal.
right,
after
take care,
tonight's show,
Dixie.
go check out Dixie DX. She has a live stream that starts up after the Clubhouse. So go check out if you want to go hang out with Dixie DX. Thanks so much for joining us tonight,
Everybody loves
Kat.
hanging out with me. Bye. Thanks for having me on.
You got it.
I'm out of here too, boys. Shane, it was
All
great
right, Mike.
meeting you.
Absolutely.
And,
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If
anyone
I'm
else
gonna
wants to
lose,
go
I might as
down,
well lose
down.
with honor, right?
Yeah, you did. You lost gracefully, and it was an honor and a privilege to photo with you. All right, guys, we'll catch you next week.
Mike,
Thanks,
thank
Mike.
you.
Have a
See you,
good one,
Mike.
sir.
Good night, man.
Thank you, brother.
We just had Evan waiting, and since Dixie left, he left. Evan, if you want to come back on, come back on. We're gonna let you in. I see what's going on here.
He probably
I
went
see
over to
what's
Dixie's
going on
show.
here.
He probably wanted brownies at Dixie's show.
Yeah.
It's a long
Kick
drive.
everybody off for Evan. Kick everybody off for Evan. Then Evan takes off. Like, come on, come
Yeah,
on.
right?
Come on, y'all. Come on back over. Molson don't bite. He doesn't bite.
And Joe, I heard that, but you know when you talk a lot, you get thirsty, and when your drink is only like 3 ounces to begin with, it seems to run out quickly. So I'm sorry.
Understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, Evan, what's up, buddy?
What's up,
There
buddy?
he is.
Hey,
There he is.
don't say welcome, to Tank Radio.
Radio. Hey, how
Frank's
y'all
gonna get mad now.
doing?
Good, man. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Did you,
How y'all doing?
listen, you can come
Good.
on
Say
and pretend
aye,
you're
man.
Jon Snow. You can pretend you're Jon Snow. You can pretend like you're gonna become the new POTA daddy. But to us, you're always gonna be Evan. Evan, welcome to the Clubhouse today. It's good to see you.
I hear around
new
like,
POTA
what's
daddy.
coming.
Oh, what happened?
We're over here, Evan. Over here.
Either Evan
Evan.
froze or he's extremely scared now.
Evan,
Evan, hey, over here, buddy.
Look at the camera.
No, hang on.
We're right
hang
here,
on,
buddy.
hang on.
Come to the light. Come to the light.
Okay, we'll hold on. We'll pause the show.
Yeah,
We're
let's
gonna wait
pause
on
the
Evan.
show. We're gonna wait.
Everybody
Everybody wait
hold
on
on.
Evan.
I had 2 streams going.
Oh,
Never cross the streams, buddy. You know what happens.
Stream.
yeah. And this is the most important stream right here. Don't you forget that.
No. I had 2 of this one going.
Okay.
I was like,
no,
why
more
am
the
I here?
merrier.
Well, thank
No, I
you.
don't-
We appreciate the extra viewer there.
The StreamYard view don't count.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Evan? How's it been going, man?
It's been going good. Just watching Louisiana. Not, you know.
Yeah.
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 You
Did
live
you get
near
a
there?
bunch of rain? No, I live in Texas, but I live
Okay.
I live about an hour and a half from the state line,
Okay.
so not far.
And- Did you guys get hit pretty good, or you?
No,
you
I
guys-
didn't. We didn't get hit at all.
No. Okay. That's
Yeah,
good.
I mean Lake Charles didn't even get hit.
Good.
Lafayette didn't even get hit. Yeah, it was more like New Orleans, and I was actually born in Metairie, but I mean I don't have any ties to there. But I'm just a weather fanatic, so
Yeah, me too.
Nice.
I hear you.
watching all those people drive around in the eye and stuff, I'm like, yeah, no, not me, but no.
It's a very dangerous thing because you don't know, you really don't know the direction of the eye. You don't know the timing of that eye, and there's a lot of logistical factors, and it can become very, very dangerous quick.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend don't do it.
So the flooding is what killed the people in Katrina. But granted, this storm was moving a lot faster than Katrina. So over time, you know, it's not this actual storm that killed people. It was the water. But with this particular storm, you know, I think a lot of people learned their lesson the first time. But it was a Category 4 for over 4 hours. So, or excuse me, over 12 hours. So
12 hours. That's right.
yeah.
And I think at one time they showed the winds were within like 4 or 5 knots of being a Cat 5. Right
Yeah,
before it hit
because
the,
Cat 5 is, I think, 156
157,
plus.
56 or 57, yeah.
So, yeah, it's
Well,
It's horrible.
one of the sheriff's offices was reporting to the Weather Channel that the anemometer broke at 148. So they
Yeah, it
don't know
showed
what happened.
140 until it detached.
Yeah, Don. I've got a friend that works in the EOC for Lafourche Parish where it went in, and yeah, he was telling me some stuff. So luckily, he didn't lose his house. He lost some shingles, lost power, but he's got a generator. But he was at the EOC anyway. So
Let's welcome Joseph to the stream. VE3GKT, the princess of 60 meters.
Princess of 60 meters. I like it.
Well, hold on. Now, wait a minute. Joseph, just so you know, many of us saw the document that Channel 1 and Channel 2 for 60 meters was being used for FEMA activity.
Don,
Please use 3, 4, and 5.
You'll be happy to know that I never use Channel 1 and 2. I only use Channel 3 and 4 because I need one for FT8 and one for sideband, and nobody's ever using Channel 4. So you know, you know, 60 meters is like 60 meters is weird. You got to poke to make it do anything. So. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there.
No different. No different than 6 meters, maybe 2 meters sideband, or maybe 10 meters. It's one of those bands. Personally, I like it. I know you love it. I like it. To me, it's a nice crossover between 40 and 80, depending on what time of the day it is. I've had fun. I know I've had fun, but I get it.
I saw your comments on Red Stream the other day. When I was watching it after it went live, and you were saying 60 meters is great in the live chat, and yeah, it's a great band. So I made my first 160 meter activation contacts recently. So,
I have a question about 60 meter.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Thank you, Joe.
So if my radio is tuned to that specific frequency, am I good, or do I have to worry about the 3 kilohertz? What's the fear of everyone on 60 meters?
It depends what radio you have. So, you know, we don't want to transmit out of band, and we do have very specific slices that we have. So it really depends what radio you have. As I understand,
so I have a 7300.
You have a 7300. You have an ICOM. So my 7100 is actually wide banded over 60 meters. So you can transmit outside of band easily.
Okay.
So I set the memories. I set 5 memories in the memory banks, and I just click through them. And if I move the VFO 3 or 4 kilohertz, I can still transmit. And I bumped it before, and I have to go back to the memory and, you know, toggle the memory and go back to the right frequency.
So do you set your ICOM on the frequency listed?
I set my ICOM to
off?
the dial frequency, not the center frequency. Does that make sense?
Okay, explain that. No, explain that.
So we have upper sideband signals on 60 meters.
Yep.
Normally, the dial frequency is at the 0 hertz of audio in that 3 kilohertz of bandwidth. Does that make sense? So that's the dial frequency. The center frequency is effectively 1.5 kilohertz of audio. Right. So when you're on FT8 and you go to 1500 hertz, that's the center frequency of the passband. Does that make sense? Dan, am I getting that correct?
I don't know anything about. I don't know.
So basically, I just need someone to let me know. And when I look at that, frequency, do I need to tune up or do I need to tune down off of the frequency listed on the chart?
So go outside at like 8 p.m. at night, around gray line, and go to channel 3, FT8. And if the FT8 tones sound normal, you're good. Because if the FT8 signals sound way too low, you'll know that your dial frequency is set to your center frequency.
So what we need to do then is make a video.
1.5 kc too high. Yeah,
we need to make a video about how to get on 60 meters. I think there's so many people who would use it, but they're scared to use it.
So
can we just use like an 11 meter and get an expansion pack? Like, you know,
there's at least one person on here who would not use it even if they had it.
Molson, what do you got there?
Well, this is just an 11 meter. You know, this is a Bearcat Uniden 880. And I was wondering if there's an expansion pack so you could just kind of turn the dial a little bit more and go from 40 to 60.
You and your damn CBs, Molson.
Oh, 60 is like, like 11 meters.
11 meters is the new 20 meters.
Molson has the most POTA contacts on 11 meters. I bet you all didn't know that. I was.
Are they up 19?
Can you do? Can you do POTA on like family radio service, FRS? Oh,
No.
come on, that sucks, man.
You
That would be
can't do POTA.
I
amazing.
mean, you could, but it's not.
You can't log it.
Hey, man, your audio sounds good. What are you using? I'm using the Dora the Explorer walkie-talkie. What are you using?
Paw Patrol.
And now we're back to Dora.
The Hammers app is not going to log it.
Right?
Hey,
Paw
Molson.
Patrol.
Molson,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So, when was your son gonna let you know that he used the fire extinguisher?
Right.
Because
You know what?
if you would have had to have used it for real, that would have been a bad day.
Yeah.
Not the first time
Right?
he's used a fire extinguisher in the house.
I
not the
was about to
first
say,
time.
this is not the first time.
I'm pretty blessed. My kids, their conscience gets to them after a couple days. Like sometimes it doesn't even take that. So I know eventually he would have said something because this is not the first time something's happened. And so usually in the middle of the night they come to our room like, "Mom, Dad, I got something to tell you." And then they,
I can't go to sleep.
I can't sleep.
When
Can't
That was
sleep
gonna
with all
get
the
me.
shame.
Tower, let me tell you something.
With all the
Molson
shame.
built that tower in the backyard. You know who's going to be working off all that fire extinguisher stuff? Guess what? His kids will be right there helping him.
Yeah, in that swimming pool.
I should put the
Send your
tower
boy down here. I need to dig a hole for a tower as well.
Molson
if
has
I was-
really good kids, so
If I was to install my tower beside my pool and change my pool to saltwater system, would that help my?
In
wouldn't
that
help?
direction. In that
That's called
direction.
that's called hamming it harder, son.
and only on upper side.
Tower height?
When you
Because
want
you're
that
gonna do it right next
DX,
to
you
the
just
pool.
throw salt in your pool.
So wait, hold on, Daniel. If you're gonna put the tower right next to the pool, right? You got to put a diving board at about 20 feet.
Shane, you know what I do? I take the Epsom salt for my feet, and that's what I do. I take that bucket for my feet.
You use that Epsom salt for your toe roids?
Well, that's the wrong toroid, son.
Oh my god!
Molson, so do you have to take that pool down in the winter?
No,
It's
it's
above
per-
ground, right?
It's a permanent pool. You just have to
okay.
lower the water below all the fittings and
Oh, okay.
winterize it, and you're good.
He uses it as an ice skating rink in the wintertime too. y'all.
Now, I got my rink.
You fill it full of 50-50 antifreeze.
You let that sucker freeze.
You get a slushy for about 8 months out of the year.
Exactly. And then you take a little blue color dye. One big Dixie DX drink.
You all right there, Steve?
Love you, Cat.
Did you guys not hear what he just said? That was hilarious.
No, I was typing in chat. I'm
Y'all are
sorry.
so mean
say,
to people.
Say it again.
Mean.
So
No, he's not repeating that. That was
Team
hilarious.
replay. You'll have to come join us after the stream post to catch that one.
Shane, you cannot leave out the disclosure.
she doesn't only drink blue drinks.
Right, there are green drinks in there.
That one was green. You know.
Yeah.
Say a
What's
kale
the- what's-
smoothie.
What was the yellow thing or that orange thing popping out?
I think it was some sort of fruit.
Yeah.
While the rest of us were enjoying the brewery and what the brewery had produced, she was partaking of the mixed drinks.
Shane, can I add something to your disclosure?
Yes, please.
Make sure that you're not driving when you're listening.
Yeah, I have. I go back and I re-listen to some of these as I'm commuting to work, even though we've done them. But just there's so many things you miss. Like even though like I may be paying attention to Don or I may be paying attention to Joe or whoever, and I'll miss something. But when I'm driving and listening, I'll pick that up and just bust out laughing while I'm driving to work. And I'm like,
Well, half of the
how
time
did I miss that?
So next time, make sure you do it while you're backing up so you can get that
Yeah.
fixed too.
Yeah, thanks,
By the
boss.
time you're turned around laughing, you just sometimes probably don't hear it.
You know, just because I'm not looking at the screen don't mean I can't hear it. These aren't directional headphones.
They make those?
They make Omni?
They make the directional ones.
Just like a dipole, rotatable dipole.
So, Joseph, question for you. Winter's coming up. So, are you still going to do POTA during the winter? And what's your plans for that? Yeah.
Me?
There's no other Joseph
yeah.
on the screen.
I'm just checking that you had your
GKT.
name straight, Daniel. Yeah, I am planning to do POTA during the winter. I'm going to make a push for 60 and 160 during the fall support your parks, because if they're doing band recognitions, I'm gonna see what I can do there. Last winter I was using a different type, like I wasn't using input half waves yet. I was using wire verticals, so I do have to figure out how I'm gonna support the wire input half waves during the winter. And what I was thinking is some sort of cinder block with a hole in it. And I just put the fishing pole in the cinder block, and it should be heavy enough so it doesn't tip over.
So,
But I don't know.
I have a solution for that.
Yeah.
So if you have if the outside diameter of your whatever your mast is, if it's like say it's 2.5 or 2 1/4, so get a 3-inch piece of PVC,
right, and drive on it.
and then no, you set that up and you put your guy wires off of that center piece of PVC, and then you set the antenna inside of that.
So we have a problem here, Shane.
So make that
Shane. We have a problem here.
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
it's called frozen ground,
no.
and you can't.
No, but you also have
You
snowpack.
can't drive a stake in.
No.
N8YO just said snowpack, and what I've done in the past with snowpack sand, I've taken my PVC, take a hacksaw, cut it, so it has like a bevel, and just enough to get in it, in the ground a little bit.
We do the same thing for salt fishing.
Exactly.
I've had a lot of problems when we don't have snow. When you do have snow, it's not the end of the world.
Right.
But when you don't have any snow on the ground, which can happen, you can have a winter melt here, and the ground will stay frozen. So you can't put a stake in, and then you can't pack your fishing pole into a pile of snow. And then
I have another potential solution for you then.
Yeah.
Amazon sells this a surveyor's tripod stand.
Right.
A tripod. And that may help you also too.
I will look into those. The
very
whole thing to remember. Sorry, go ahead, Don. I don't mean to.
No, go ahead. Okay.
So there's the tripods and the wire antennas that you can do. There's the ham sticks and whatnot, and it really depends on the day. It's the whole back to having options for different antennas, right? Because if there's a real wind chill blowing outside, you don't want to be out there messing with a wire with thin gloves and stuff like that.
I'll give you another.
That's a great idea, Greg.
One of the guys in Pennsylvania told me, and I have it. I obtained a 5-gallon bucket. Got 40 pounds of cement. I put a metal, let it curd. Yeah, it's kind of heavy, but guess what? You kind of build your muscles up too.
If it's a drive up,
right. As long as you don't have to haul it too far from your vehicle or whatever, it's another nice weighted device.
Exactly. I've been thinking about that too.
Joseph, if you're at a park bench or if you're at a picnic table or anything like that, lash it right to that.
There you go.
Bungee cords for the win.
Exactly.
Night Eyes tie wrap work great, and I know a guy who has a video on that. Just saying.
There's so many
Welcome
different.
back,
There's so many different options. So it's really all about what works for your weather and whatnot. So
all seriousness, you're absolutely right. Yep.
Definitely going to be keeping the ham sticks around. It will definitely be more difficult to be doing all the bands that I like to do with a big wire antenna, but we'll see how it goes. So I do have a drive-on mount, so we'll see if I can use that.
Yeah.
I use one of those as well. Those come in handy.
for the real February, like the cold winter months there, you'll probably be coming up with something like that, not so like something near your car where you can stay warm.
Yeah,
I would imagine, because like
that's what I
it gets, yeah, because like in the February here, like Toronto's, you guys are have a little bit better weather and not as much snow, but you're talking minus 30 Celsius and sometimes even more. So, you know, like you guys, your weather's a little bit warmer, but you know, minus 20 is usually easy to attain in February, and then going down to minus 40 sometimes.
So for Canada, Michigan, Molson, when does it start? When does it start? When do you start seeing that real
tomorrow?
Serious questions.
Every year's, I would say every year's different. So last year we had a couple of good storms, like one good storm in November, and then Christmas was like 15 degrees, and then like the week after Christmas it dropped to minus 30. Last year was warm until after Christmas, and then it just went cold. And then every year is a little bit different, but it could start hitting October. Mostly it's usually you start to get snow beginning of December.
What is and then what does it start warming? When do you start seeing the break? You know, May, April.
There's always
July.
there's some freak storms. No, there's some freak storms at the end of March and April, but you'll definitely notice the weather warming up end of March, and then May is everything's melted, and May 2-4 weekend's the big planting weekend. So the 24th of May is a holiday here. That's when your gardens are planted. So you're a couple weeks beforehand that it's completely frosted. You know, the ground's thawed, because like Joseph was saying, our ground 4 feet deep is our frost line typically, depending on where we are. But pretty much the southern part of Ontario, it's just the rule of thumb is 4 feet is the frost line. Gotcha. So it takes a while for that to defrost, and so yeah, it's so unpredictable. Much like you guys with a lot of your weather, it's very unpredictable. It's just crazy how one day it could be like 15 degrees outside, like it was around Christmas, and then boom, minus 25. Yeah, you're like, ah.
That sounds really cold.
I don't function under 50, so.
and that was one of the reasons why some of the guys who were selling some of the ham radio apparel, I said, guys, please don't forget again. If there's an opportunity for you to sell some long sleeves and some hoodies, please consider it, because not everybody has that opportunity to wear a T-shirt, you know, most of the year. So
it's funny.
Isn't 15 degrees Celsius? Isn't that like 55 degrees, 60 degrees?
Yeah, something like that.
Or are you talking about 15 degrees Celsius?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about minus 20. So here, let me Google that for you.
Please, please. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by for the conversion table.
Celsius to Fahrenheit. So minus 30 Celsius is minus 22 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's cold.
That's so cold. That's
a little chilly.
15 Celsius is 59.
Yeah,
we don't get that in Texas.
Yeah, you're still wearing uppers and lowers.
Yeah, but it's what's funny. Speaking of weather, if you're in the winter time, say it's 0 degrees, and then one day it's like 8 degrees outside, so 0 is freezing. So say it goes to 8 degrees, which is like 46 Fahrenheit. You'll go outside in shorts and a t-shirt. Like you can go out and you can live. Like you're not freezing.
Yeah, exactly.
In the summertime, if you're like 22 degrees and you go to 17, you're closing your windows and putting the blankets on, and it's like it's only a difference like 4 or 5 degrees, but it's just so funny how the winter time it's like the littlest increase. You're like, oh, it's so warm outside, and in the summertime it's like you're freezing, you know. So
Don has a hut for that,
right? And I just saw Mike.
That
Eskimo
Mike hut, yeah.
And let me tell you something. It's just
real quick to Mike's comment.
Absolutely.
We get a lot of that lake effect here in Toronto, Daniel. So it's actually quite warm most of the winter, but we do get the frozen ground and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sorry,
my grandparents lived in Oakville, and we used to go there, and it was like, it's like Vancouver that has roses in February or tulips in February. For us, like they do. And like for us, we go to Toronto, and it was there was never much snow when we were kids in Toronto. Very little. We at home we have 4 feet of snow, and then you guys would have like 3 inches. Yeah. But what we were saying, well, the lake effect, we don't have that here where I am, but you're right on Lake Ontario, so
Well, Don SKT brought up an interesting point as far as the specs on various radios and when they could potentially shut down. I think he said like minus. Again, read your manufacturer specs, guys. That's really
Yeah.
really important.
So-
Plus battery operated, depending on what your battery is. If you're doing portable
Good point.
operations with a battery, what's your battery going to freeze out at? Because we
Good
all
point.
know that you can't charge, the lithium ion, the LiPo 4 ion batteries. You can't charge those at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees freedom units, or 0 degrees Celsius.
Freedom units.
Freedom units.
I did an activation last winter where it was my first hike in activation. It was in I think
Shaq and Greg.
very late December or very early January. And what's going on?
He says, Shaq Greg says, Canada talk bores me.
Greg, why don't you come on? Come in, Greg. Come in. Just come into the clubhouse.
Good thing we don't do everything for Greg's pleasure.
Wow! Now he really better get his butt in this clubhouse.
So I did my first hike in activation. I think it was late December or very early January, and super freezing cold, and we were in the middle of a forest, and I remember seeing. Sorry.
How far were you walking? When you say you did a walk, are we talking a couple hundred feet? We're talking a mile or two? What are we?
200 or 300 feet. 200 or 300 feet. Bit of a hill. The point was that it was away from.
You
the
got out the
vehicle and
car.
whatnot.
It was 100.
Got out the car.
I sat on
and
the
we had to suffer
tailgate.
through it.
Yeah,
So,
you got out the car.
It wasn't a drive up is the point, and it was the first time I had all the gear in the backpack and such. The point of it is, I remember seeing the radio screen. I had the 7100, and it's a touch screen, and I remember the touch screen losing a lot of its sensitivity. So that's something else to consider in the winter.
And that liquid
If you're gonna be
crystal
outside.
display.
He packed up all that stuff in that big backpack of gear and walked across the parking lot.
For 200 feet, I would have stopped at 20.
I have photos. It ain't no parking lot, but. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it also for the touchscreens, it also depends whether it's capacitive or resistive and how it takes the effect. But yeah, you're right. The sensitivity on those does go down in the cold weather.
Absolutely.
And it's really that's a pain in the butt about touchscreens. Especially with the menu systems on some radios. Which is why
Let's
I
not
love.
forget too. Good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm still talking.
Take it,
old man.
Wow.
Anyway, so everybody knows. People like to go out with the DX10, or they go out with like the touchscreen radios, and then I sit here, 891. All right, what's touchscreen about it? Absolutely nothing. And the only thing that I had an issue with in cooler weather was the display itself was very slow to respond. That was it. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I'm sitting there trying to change everything with that. But Don, I'm done. It's your turn.
We probably shouldn't forget. If you're playing POTA, again, you're logging. Are you going to use your phone, laptop, a tablet, iPad, or do you want to go just quickly switch back to paper just for that activation? Because of that,
Paper and pencil, because pencil won't freeze.
Yeah.
Hey Izzo, how do how do I get a sticker from you? Do I need to get it from 2.0 or?
No, I'll send you a sticker. Absolutely.
Okay.
This is what you do.
Someone said his name 3 times, and look who appeared.
That colored shirt, I thought he didn't have one on when I first looked at him.
I thought he didn't have one on either.
Well, good night, guys.
Shaq and Greg, my friend, how are you, sir?
Doing good, guys.
Friend's a strong word, Shane.
Greg, I got a few more.
Hey, Izzo,
I'm going to need a little bit of break before I get those stickers, but I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Are you on a coming down off the stickers?
Yeah, no, I got the Clubhouse stickers all hung up in the shack and looking
You ran
good.
out of room.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I had all my everything covered with gun stickers, and now I got all the ham radio stickers. So I'm having to cover up all my favorite gun stickers just for the ham radio guys. But it's worth
We
it.
appreciate that. We
That's
appreciate
dedication.
that.
Listen, that's dedication and love, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Greg, did you happen to get that parcel though? That special parcel for me?
Nah, what the hell is a parcel?
A package.
That Canadian
That's
talk
Canadian.
for
That's
mail?
Canadian for a box.
The postage, you know.
No, I haven't got any box from you.
No, you were supposed to send me. Remember?
Oh yeah, they're sitting here still. They're gonna go. They're gonna come soon.
I'm getting one of those special hats.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank had one of those on there.
Those hats.
I'd rather be at Dayton. By the way, follow up to all of you since we have 1, 2, 3,
Hey Don,
4.
Don, you got one coming as well.
We got 4 people from the Huntsville Ham Fest. You guys all feeling good? Everybody?
Yeah.
I don't have the kennel cough.
No, everybody's healthy and safe. All right,
I'm
sounds
good,
All
man.
good, all good.
I don't have the kennel
we might
cough.
still be a little hungover, but
I couldn't taste anything for a few days. Had a little bit of a fever, but other than that, I'm fine.
Nothing more than a
That
shot
was
of
not
tequila
that
will
was
do
not a
it.
viral thing. That was an alcohol-induced thing. Let's not get that confused.
So, Mike, real quick, Mike turns around and says, "This has given me something to think about." I'm guessing with the with regards to the cold screen touching stuff. He says G90 was his first radio. He was thinking about a 100-watt rig. He says an 891 might be easier to use in winter for POTA and wearing gloves. Yes, yes, it is.
You guys
I've
have
used
891s. I don't think 7100 is that bad, but it could be better. Yes.
Says the guy with his internet clipping.
Hey Izzo, Discord, I sent you my message, my address.
Well, is that so? Question for is Mike referring to just specifically because of the touchscreen option? Is that why he's saying that?
I'm thinking that's what it is because we've been talking about the fact that the touchscreens, the touchscreen itself desensitizes because you notice if you're cold weather, your phone desensitizes the screen. So yeah, with regards to the fact that it's all buttons as opposed to touchscreen, I believe that is. So I believe that's the reason for his thought there. Mike, come back. It says he's been thinking about a 73, 71, or an 891. Nice. And Greg, is that an Ibanez in the background?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Dwayne wanted to know.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
It is, and
I'm a
I'll
proponent of
play
the
it.
73, Mike. If you want, I love my 7300. It even survived falling out of the back of my car, but that's a different story.
All right,
and
that sounds like a good story.
I noticed T.O. Fired a couple of shots on that one again tonight.
What?
You didn't see his video?
No, I was coming home from actually activating a park and going out and playing radio, not sitting around doing videos all day long.
He actually bungeed the 705 down to the picnic table.
Oh, that guy. That
sure that was a
guy.
big,
He's got a lot of jokes, is what that guy's got.
He does. Yes, he does.
Yeah, times are coming, buddy.
Hey, Daniel, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
When are you doing your first POTA?
No clue.
Okay.
I haven't
busy
thought about
man.
it.
He's a
I just
busy
got the rest
man.
of the week off of work, and then it's a long weekend. So
What's that?
Daniel don't
I
get
got the
days
rest
off.
of the week off of work,
Right?
And it's a long weekend. So do you want to do something at some point?
This is school week and starting in Quebec and Ontario, and I have 7 schools that we're finishing. So
Ooh, goodness.
really hard for me to do that.
Hard.
That's fair.
Nice.
But thank you for the opportunity and the invitation.
Absolutely.
Come on, Daniel.
One in the chat. Want to hear Molson rant about work?
Were you not here for the start of the stream?
You do not want me to rant about work because
I need somebody's opinion.
Go ahead.
Well, you got 9 here.
Okay,
A room
so
full of hams. You're in the right place.
That's a dangerous statement. Question.
I want to get a 705,
Just do it.
Do it.
Yep.
but
Have fun.
Absolutely.
Have fun.
somebody said that you should get a 7300 so you can do 100
yes.
watts. I'm like,
whoa. Evan, look, you turn the 705 on and you can have a personalized opening screen. Look at that. You can't really see it.
I want to get a 705, but
Joe,
it's going to be easier to carry and stuff. It's like, do I really need 100 watts?
So here's the question. What is it you want?
That's like asking if you need more whiskey.
I can fit the whole radio in this thing right here.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not. That's what I mean. Do I really need 100 watts?
Yes.
You don't
Hold
really
on,
need
Joe.
it.
Hold on, Joe.
Hold on.
So here's the thing.
Go ahead, tell him, Beer Snack.
Here's the thing. All right, you get a 100-watt radio, you can turn it down.
Well, right, but it's
But
bigger.
You can't take a 10 or 8 or 10 watt radio
and turn it
without
up.
an amplifier and turn it up.
See, Evan,
Anti-radio, right there, buddy. It's got a case too.
I got one of those too. Hey, can I share my thought? Okay, go ahead, Daniel.
Don't drop it.
It's all.
It's in a case.
Here's the thing.
It's all
We
what
have
you
this.
want to do with it. Right?
We have
So
this
it's-
phenomena up here in Canada. Oh, sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Bruce. Go
it's
ahead.
called interrupting. Stop.
I couldn't
really
hear
good.
him.
Shut up, Joseph.
Go.
So it's all based upon
I'm
what
gonna
you want to
mute everybody.
do. What is your goal with radio? All right. Are you looking to use it? Are you looking to use it for straight portable operations? Okay, and going out and about.
I mean,
right?
I don't want to
You make your
contact the moon by any means. I just want to go out and have fun.
Do you want to make contacts, or do you want to look at it on the shelf?
Can I share my thought process on the
See what
705?
happens when I ask a simple question?
Okay.
But
Joe Brett.
yeah,
Or
again, Evan, you
Oh,
ask a question,
no.
right?
1 second.
You're in a room full of hams. You ask a question. You're going to
I
get
know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other answers to this.
No,
Gonna take at least
9
an hour.
sometimes.
What is your goal with radio? That is the question. What
Exactly.
is your goal? It has nothing to do with what we say or what we're doing. I use, my 891. I use my 991. I have an 8800 and I got an FTM 300. Okay. What do I do with radio? I play radio. That's what I do. All right. I can turn my radio down if I want to.
So y'all think 7300 first? I mean,
So you.
I'm mainly going to use it portable. I'm
Okay,
mainly
okay.
just going to do POTA and stuff. I'm
So
not-
so I'll explain to you what I did, and I'm a new ham. I just got my general last October. So when I was looking at radios, I said, I want something that I can use at home, and I want something that I can use portable, and that's because I just found Parks on the Air, and everyone says, oh, well, you can't do Parks on the Air, you can't do portable with a 7300. And I was like, well, that's not necessarily true. I'm not hiking anywhere. I drive to the park. I sit on a park bench, or I sit on a table that I take with me. I carry the battery with me. So I can use this radio at home. I can use it portable. Is it the best to backpack with? No. But so if you're going to backpack, get a smaller radio. If not, get something you can use in multiple different facets. I can take that radio anywhere. I ran it for 4.5 hours this afternoon at 90 watts on a battery, on a Miati battery. I mean,
I'm gonna throw this out there. Technically, the Flex is a portable radio.
oh god,
gosh.
for $7,000, yeah.
Joe Brett, go ahead.
What are
Okay.
you? Are you the MC here?
I have enough Motorola.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
am.
need any more expensive
Somebody
radios.
mute Joe.
I know, right?
Joe,
You have a problem
hey,
with that,
Joe,
Daniel?
Joe Brett, go
Yeah.
ahead, buddy. You got the floor.
Am I good? Am I good?
Yeah,
Am
go
I
ahead,
good?
Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks
Am I
for
good?
overstamping what I just said.
Is this on? Hello?
Yeah. Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Okay.
Please copy.
Obviously, shut up, Evan. I'm trying to answer your question. So, and I've got a very limited time before these guys lose it and jump back in. So, evidently, I'm an ICOM guy. Okay, I like it. All right.
I can only monitor.
Okay, but anyway, so my 705 purchase come down to what these guys are saying. What do you want to use it for? If I was buying a radio just to go portable, just to do POTA, just to take with me, and that was the only reason I was buying it, I would not have bought the 705. Okay, because it's QRP and that's it. Unless you want to add amplifier to it. What are you? Oh, okay. Sorry, Joseph. I don't know what you're having problems.
He's
but
giving you props, buddy.
yeah. So
you,
anyway,
you would buy the 7300 though, right?
No, I already got the 7300. If I wanted a portable radio, let me talk. If I wanted a radio just for portable, I would have went with one of the mobile size. I don't know the Yaesu kind. What is it? The 891s? No. The mobile size ones. The little
891.
Yeah.
What I used tonight on POTA.
They still give you 100 watts, and like Beer Snack was saying, you can still turn it down if you want to save. If you want to try QRP or you want to save your battery, you can still turn it down. But if that guy just cannot read you, you got the option to turn the power up. I don't have that on 705 unless I had the amplifier. Now the 7300, if you want to use it in the house as well, I think that's a great option to go because it is easily portable, like Shane does. And I take mine. But anyway, that's my rant. That's just what I want to say. I use the 705 in the shack for 2 meters because I've got 2 meter amplifiers, so I can still use it as a base radio on VHF. And I've got this pretty little scope like the 9700 would give me. I'm not trying to work satellites. That's not my thing. It's fun. I've done it, but that's my deal. That's why I went with that.
I'm gonna throw in my 4 cents here. Okay.
Thanks, YBY.
Thank you.
Real quick.
Okay.
So, Joe, can you just smack your desk and say you could fit so many watts in this bad boy? I heard used car salesman the entire time.
I can put so many watts in this thing on 2 meters. It wasn't a problem. That baby right there.
I'm just shocked that we had 20 seconds of Joe talking at the same time.
I actually enjoyed it. He was actually right.
You
absolutely.
should check out. I did an hour podcast of just me talking on my podcast. That was pretty impressive to me.
That is
So,
impressive.
Evan,
You
here's
drop a link to that, brother.
Here's a suggestion. Do not concentrate on a radio manufacturer.
Oh, I'm not.
Hey. Okay, hold on.
Let him talk, Evan.
Evan, break it down. It's all going to be based upon how much money you have. What are you planning on doing? Everything is a compromise, whether it's an antenna to a radio. Everything is a compromise. You have to figure it all out. And eventually, you may have an opportunity to buy 2 radios. So your first radio, what you want to do is set on your first goals, and it should be about having fun. I have seen too many hams get frustrated of doing it one way, and I'm not saying the QRP way first, or all I'm saying, and I've seen too many hams get frustrated. And guess what happens to the equipment? It sits in a corner. It gets dust. We don't hear them on the radio, and I feel very, very sad for them. So that's why I listen to the old man, who has made some mistakes too in his life. Okay, figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it. Then go look at the manufacturers between the Yaesu, the ICOM, or you may get a great Kenwood, or maybe an older rig that's maybe 5, 6, 7 years old for a great deal. And just start. Dan, I'm Bear Snack. What is it? Just have fun. Just have fun. That's all you gotta
That's
do.
all I want to do. That's it. That's
Now,
all I
hang
want.
on. Now
There's
let
an
me tell
older-
you about. Go ahead, Shane.
Yeah, there's an older, I can't remember if it's ICOM or Yaesu, but it's a 100-watt radio that does it's a shack in a box.
991. 991.
Yeah.
706 Mark 2G.
706 Mark II-G. Yeah.
They're all out there now.
7100.
Now, Evan, I will tell you, Evan, the 7100. That's right. Now, listen, Evan, I will tell you. Why did I pick up a 705? Because I wanted a second radio. And what did I want my second radio to do? Something different than my 7300, but very similar to it. Okay, minus the power. I wanted something so when I sit in my living room, I sit in that big lazy boy chair and I put on the headset and I want to listen to either some AM broadcast or maybe the ball game out here. I want out of one of the New York stations, or if I want to listen to some or communicate on some 2 meter FM or some D-Star, because I have that in my area. The 705 is a great radio, in my opinion, that does it all with a lot of great accessories. However, it's not for everybody, and it may not be for everyone's first radio. That's why we always say the 100-watt radio, regardless of the size, whether it's a 7300 or that guys help me out, that 891 mobile, whatever, or a 7, you can take the power and turn it down while you're still having Beer Snack. What's that 3-letter word called? F-U.
Fun.
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 You're still having fun.
Fun.
I thought you were about to throw me the finger.
No. Concentrate on what antenna you are planning on having fun. Concentrate on what antenna you want to have fun with that radio.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
agree.
gonna go wrong.
I agree 100% with what these guys are saying. For me, when you asked about the 704, so QRP versus 100 watt, it kind of reminds me when I was younger, we were all getting our licenses and buying cars, and then my buddies were buying like sports cars, and they were super happy with it. But then they had to park it for the whole winter, and then they would go on city bus for the rest of the winter, right? So 9 months of the year they're taking a city bus, and it's kind of the same thing where it's like if you purchase something that's going to meet all the needs for your first rig, then you can take advantage of it all the time, and you can adjust it like Dan said, and you can do all that. I think we're all sort of on the same page. I think you should go with something that's versatile, and I love the idea of not like 7300 is a great radio, but when you're talking backpacking, I like the idea of the 7100 or the 897. They're just compact radios, a little bit cheaper, more friendly on the budget, and then and it gives you all the options.
If you really like the 70, if your heart, Evan, if your heart is set on a particular radio manufacturer and its model, there are ways of making it carryable. Shane has his method of doing it. I have mine. They're totally two different ways, but guess what? Guess what the end result is? We're going to have fun with it. We're going to bring it out. We're going to either sit on the tailgate, bring it to the park bench, maybe walk 20 feet, 200 feet. I don't care what it is. I still always say it's about your antenna.
I just thought it would be something easy to carry. I mean, take around and stuff. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not bad. You get you a case like Shane's got. It's not bad.
Go ahead, Joseph.
Don't get QRP. Get a full 100-watt radio, especially for the first one. Even if it's a pain to carry.
I'm getting the vibe. I'm getting the vibe.
Get something 100 watts.
I mean, I agree, and I'll put another analogy to that in case I missed it. Somebody may have said it, but like the people just getting in the hobby and they immediately buy a affordable handheld radio and expect to be able to talk several counties and big distances like
excellent point
guys do with, and then they get discouraged and I'm done.
Right.
So go ahead and get you something that you're interested in. Try it out. It has great resale value. Ham radios don't depreciate over 30 years almost. Not very much.
Don't
Get
forget,
what you want.
5 watt. Evan, if you like a good challenge, that's the other thing too. I like it when that 705. I either run it at 5 watts or 10 watts. I've even dropped it down to 1 watt. When Jason, a 2.0 was in Long Island, I was purposely dropping that power down to 1 watt and having fun with it, and he was working me. But that was because he was able to hear me on his antenna. Key words, okay. But again, if you're, I guess again, your portability. What do you really want to do? But
I'd probably buy the G. I would if I was going to go with a QRP for me personally, a QRP rig that I'm not going to use all the time. But say I decide to do some POTA, I might go with like the G90. Doesn't have a built-in battery, and it's got 20 watts.
Yeah, I was looking at that one too.
Yeah, I came
Doesn't have a built-in battery.
Buying one. Yeah.
No, it doesn't have the built-in battery. Which one has the built-in battery?
It's got the built-in tuner.
Oh yeah, the built-in tuner, 20 watts. It's not that big. It's a decent size, but it's not that big.
The 7300 has
cheap.
a tuner, right?
The internal tuner, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Has a tuner.
Well, it's three to one when it's in normal mode, and it's 10 to 1 if you need it in emergency use.
Right, emergency mode.
Yeah. Well, guys, we are closing in at the top of the hour, so I'm going to go ahead and start the rounds here and say, first off, thanks to everyone who stuck around with us. Looks like there's 51, 52 of you. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. We've enjoyed having you. We've enjoyed having some great POTA conversation. As far as I'll start my channel, this side of the radio, I've got a video coming up on the Pac-10 Mini InFed half wave. If you want to win a Pac-10 Mini InFed half wave, go to my channel. At the start of that channel, you'll see a video. Watch that video, and you can enter to win a Pac-10 Mini InFed half wave. So, until next week, 73 from me. So, Beer Snack, we'll flip it over to you.
Yeah, so you're looking at it. I'm here Tuesday nights, hang out. And Thursday nights, FT8 off. That's what I'm doing. That's where I'm at right now. I just got in here. I just started receiving signals. I'm a happy camper.
He's having fun.
You're having fun.
I can barely
having
hear
fun.
anything on sideband, but FT8 comes in beautifully. I love that weak signal mode. Anyway,
Absolutely.
that's what I got going on.
Nice to see you smile.
And thank you to everybody for tonight with buying us all beers. You guys are all awesome. We appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful evening. Molson, what you got?
We build, we learn. That's it.
Don't sound too excited, buddy. Don't sound too excited, man.
I don't want to be like, I'm going to have a video up next week.
Go watch my YouTube channel.
I'm not going to have a video up next week. I'll have a video out when it's out. But we build, we learn. Otherwise, I'm here. So
What happens when you don't build?
You don't learn.
You're sleeping. I don't know. Next, Joe Brett.
Thank you. Yeah, go check out the K5YVY channel. It's got random postings of recordings and spontaneous live streams. We'll have fun making contacts on the radio.
You can be YL.
Yeah. maybe. But anyway, we just like to have fun as well, and that's what it's about. Some new products maybe coming in the mail that we'll be hyping up. Yeah. See you up there, Shane.
Yeah.
So, anyway, just check it out. Join us. Go ahead there, Don.
Once again, to my buddy Morgan, thank you for the cigar, for the homemade. I love it. The smell, I love that leather smell. Almost as good as a good cigar. Smoke signals, RF.
Whoa.
What?
Wrong stream.
Oops.
Smoke Signals RF. You can catch me on YouTube. You can catch me on Twitter, and we'll have fun. And for all those listening on our podcast, thank you too. So
Absolutely. Thank you guys for sticking with us.
over to Steve.
Remember, drive at your own risk.
Right. So you guys are looking at it, Tuesday nights. This is where I'm at. I may have a few more videos coming out. It's just going to depend on time and work. Yeah.
You're building a tower, bruh.
You got a rotor.
Well,
you got a rotor, bruh.
Rotor
the
it.
tower's,
Rotor it.
the
That's
tower's
content,
going up
bruh.
in the February, or not February, in the fall, because my fat butt's not getting out there and digging a hole right now in 100-degree heat. Sorry, not
Right
gonna
there
do
with
it.
you, man.
I hear you.
Yeah, not gonna do it. So
Careful,
but yeah,
Greg. Don't spit that drink out.
That's coming. I am going to try to build the K6ARK in-fed half-wave. I may have to find the magnifying glass to put that capacitor on there, but we'll see.
That'd be fun.
Try to do that. And I've got a few other projects laying around. Like I'm actually going to build a clock out of Nixie tubes.
Oh, cool. I think I've seen that. That's floating around YouTube of some sorts.
So
Looks like a fun project.
got the kit to build that. I got to get standoffs because the tubes.
Nice. And you're gonna video that, right?
I am.
Well, Evan.
I don't have nothing.
Evan, you got to come back, Evan, when you make your decision what you want to buy.
Yeah, we want to follow. We want a follow-up video on what
Okay,
radio
so
you chose.
I've been a ham for a long time. I've just been a tech, so I'm just kind of getting into the HF side of it.
Don't say that.
Two weeks
don't
ain't a
say
long
that.
time, son.
You're not just a tech. You're a ham radio operator, man. You're a ham radio operator.
No, I want to take my general at Belton, so
go for it.
Yeah.
Well, if you decide to take it sooner, let us know, and we have someone here that can take care of that for you.
Yeah. Well, we know a guy.
He's in that window above and to your left.
Yeah, MRD can too.
Well, he's probably going to be part of it as well.
Yeah.
I have a fantastic idea. I say Evan does his test live, and we'll watch him on Ham Radio Clubhouse, and we'll critique him as he goes. Can we get a live feed, Steve, from an exam?
Did you ever ask for a refund for some of your ideas?
Steve, we'll talk offline.
Yeah, then I would probably be banned from ever getting another license again.
Steve, and you can find if Steve or you're on hamsteady.org, right?
Yes. Yep.
It's the easiest way to find. Okay.
For
those that
easiest
are
way to
doing testing.
find Yeah, well, posted sessions will be on hamstudy.org. If you have an issue joining a large session or time constraints, look me up on QRZ. I'm good there. Just send me a
Good on the
message.
Zed.
We can get you something set up. Yep, Discord definitely. And we have quite a few VEs are just itching to test people at any time. Like I think I have 5 Padawans I'm testing Friday. I think
Ooh,
is
nice.
the last number. All for their general.
That's awesome. Oh wow, even
I'm
better.
curious to see what Good Game streams about tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's.
Good point. Yeah.
I may have let the cat out of the bag. I don't know.
Dun, 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 dun.
We'll leave it right there. We'll just leave it.
Joseph,
right
what if you got? Where can we find you next on 60 meters?
Probably channel 4, maybe channel 3. I don't know, but depending on, I have some job searching stuff to do this week, and I'm sure I'll be at a park at some point. And built a couple new antennas that I got to tune, so I'll be on 60 meters at some point. And check the POTA.app spotter, and you'll find me there.
Nice.
Steve, I have a question for you from Kurt.
Yeah.
Yes, Kurt.
Yeah,
Yes,
see
we
that.
can.
Kurt, we can do it anytime.
there you go, Kurt. Go for it.
And Shaq and Greg, buddy.
What the hell?
When are we gonna get some more ham radio lube, man?
I always think about it, and then by the time I'm, I come up with an idea, it's not worth posting. It'd be a hot mess.
You can't operate the
Just tell
camera by
Norm to
then.
do it. Just tell Norm to do it. What the hell?
Yeah.
So no, the one will come up soon. But you can find me Tuesday nights in the live chat on this channel.
But you have a YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we just posted a video over the weekend from me and W9ZAW rode down to Huntsville together and activated a few POTA spots. So we made a quick video on that, and I just set up a butternut. Was it HF6V vertical today with my friend NL7XT. He bought it and thought it'd be a good place to put it in my field, so now I have it. So
nice.
I'm gonna test it out. I got it on here and just put on 80 meters, and I finally was able to tune 80 meters for the first time. So I'm looking forward to getting that. So there'll be a video coming up. I don't know, next couple of weeks on that. But
and what's the name of your channel?
Shacking Off.
Shacking Off. You gonna put the link in the chat there, buddy?
Already there.
Nice.
Yeah, just had a good time meeting a lot of you guys over last
Absolutely.
weekend. It was fun, and then Joe Brett. I left my mug at the pavilion, and I had a sticker on here, and he brought it back to me, and he took it off and put his on it.
Oh, that's a friend.
Brought it back improved.
There you go. New and improved.
No, he left it on there. He just added his, and it was so like I saw my mug there, and then I got like a big smile on my face because I saw the sticker on there. Just a stupid sticker on it just made my day. So thanks, Joe.
You're welcome. You're welcome, bro.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. We'll see you back here next Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Look for the playlist. Join us on Discord. Links for the Discords are in the description of the video. Buy us a coffee even when we're not on the air is also in the description. And if you can't see us live, you can check us out on the podcast. And I try to get those uploaded the day after we go live. But anyway, awkward waved, everybody. 73 to everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Bye-bye.
Y'all have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
73. We'll see you next week.